probably heard the saying that you need a holiday from your holiday, and that's me right now. I have had an amazing time. I've had 3 weeks over in the UK with my family. We ended up doing about, I think, 220 kilometers of walking, whether that's in the towns or on hikes throughout the countryside there. However, I am exhausted. Got back and all my clients were very eager for me to get back to work, help them get a lot of marketing assets captured. So it's been stuck in my head, I need to pack the swag, need to jump in my fantastic Scorpio and go bush and go see some sights and have some R&R. I'm heading an hour west from Brisbane to a place called Bow Desert. There's a little campsite out here or on someone's property that I like to use for photo shoots. They've given me a bit of a mud map. It's a bit of an interesting journey. There's some four-wheel driving apparently as well. I can see their property. We're getting close. We're about to hit their first gate. So we'll pull over, we'll get started, and I'll take you on this journey. Okay, so we're on their main driveway now up to their property. So we've gone through the white fence and this is where the instructions start, I guess. So we'll go down this dirt road and I can't wait to engage full drive and get up there. Smell the fresh air. Okay, so first thing to do, 650 meters. So, got my odometer open here on trip A to the crest of the hill, which I believe is just up here. Next item on the list, up we go. Looks like a well-worn bit of track here. Cattle yards on the left, tick. It's a bit rocky through here. Oh yeah. At some point I should probably engage four-wheel drive. I think that's what every four-wheel driver does. Let's see how far we can go. We want to show how capable our vehicle is and that we can make it in two-wheel drive as far as possible. But from what I hear, this track's going to get pretty gnarly, so I think I will have to engage it soon. Oh, look at this. Stunning right ahead here, through the grassy fields. All right, this must be our T intersection up here. Okay, up we go. I think I can see the first obstacle up here, so see how we go, but I think now's probably the right time to engage full drive. Up we go. Well, this one looks pretty challenging. It's been raining a lot here lately, so I think it's going to be quite slippery. Yeah. Oh, there goes everything in the back. Ah, oh, easy. The Mahindra, acing it. These things just chilled up. Oh, there we go. Ooh, there you are. This will be a piece of cake. Looks steep, probably doesn't look steep on camera, but there's not really anything too deep and crazy here. Oh, there we go. I think I just felt a bash plate get hit. Oh, okay, all right. We've got a little bit of a bouncy, but still nice and controlled and easy. Oh, yeah. the final hill descent, I think, for the day, and it looks pretty wet and slippery, so we'll see how we go. Oh, already. She's slipping. Oh. Yeehaw! How much fun, yeah! Oh, okay, so we've got a sign up here. I'm staying at the train station, which is a left. Oh, look at that view. I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at our campsite, so looking forward to this. In the meantime, we'll just tackle this last little bit. Looks not too bad. A little slippery as usual because of the rain that we've had. Interesting rock step here, actually. Oh, all right, I didn't expect that around the corner. Let's tackle this one by one, eh? One step at a time. Easy. Good. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a hole there, I reckon. That's probably why. Take a different line. Ooh, okay. Uh-oh. The slipperiness has got me. Oh, you can feel those rock steps doing their job. Slipping and sliding on top of it. What the problem is on the right here, I've got a step, which you can probably see on this camera, that is sucking me into it. So I just got to get over to the left. Ooh, okay. Let's have another crack at this from a bit lower down, eh? Probably best just to get out and have a look around quickly. It's always good to just make sure you've got your wheels in the right place, I guess. So, okay, don't fall in here. Oh yeah, she's clayey, but probably where I need to be is just up on the left-hand side here, so I'm not stuck in this hole. So probably go back, hug the outside, and then we'll be right. Okay, a little bit of back, right hand down. Ah, that feels better. As long as I can get going again. There we go, commit. Get up this rock ledge. Oh yeah! Wheels in the air. That's the way. Okay, let's see what's going on up here. Nothing too terrible, I think. We're all good. The final steps of the track. Whoa! It's giving me a last little shove up. Yeah. Oh, now we're up high. Okay, as much as it's nice to see the view from the front of the window here, I'm going to swing the car around quickly because being a cinematographer, I want a stunning looking campsite. May as well set up the tailgate so it's looking out at the view, and obviously the awning's on the passenger side, so probably makes sense to have all the tent and everything on that side so I can see. Doesn't look like a windy night tonight, so think about there should do. Let me show you that view. Now, I believe that's Wivenhoe Dam from recollection. It's the big water supply that holds, you know, everything for Brisbane and the surrounding areas. So you can actually see off in the distance there, Brisbane City, but I mean, golden hour. What a stunning sunset. But it's about time I get this fire going because the sun has set very, very quickly and now it's dark. But we've got to get these fire going because I'm going to cook lamb shanks tonight, which I've learnt that recipe from a client of mine, Super Butcher. The super chef there has some stunning recipes. I've got some of their good quality lamb shanks in the fridge in the back of the Scorpio. But first, yeah, there's fire. We've got to get it going so we can make some coals so that we can let the cast iron pot brew away. So we'll get started by setting up some kindling. Got some fire lighters and some matches. Why is it that people, if you're having a fire, please don't burn metal or glass? I mean, it's not going to melt. Wow. What on earth? Well, that's just not safe, is it? I just don't understand why you would do that. I mean, is it fun to watch it melt maybe? I don't know, but it doesn't actually disappear. It's still in here. Tin, can, lid. I mean, take your rubbish with you. If you're going to enjoy this beautiful location, don't leave your rubbish behind. Otherwise, the owners will go, I'm not interested in opening this place anymore. Oh. Good thing I brought a lot of bags. I'll take all this rubbish home so that the owner doesn't have to put up with idiots who don't know how to treat the environment. All right, let's get a nice little base. So I always like to stack my fire so that there's a bit of airflow below it. So I don't put it generally on the ground. Actually, let's do it this way so you can see. Should have brought my big axe. Right, that should be enough. Start the stack, and I like to build the fire at the very top so it burns down. Trick I learned from my mate Chris. A couple of big ones, like so. Another couple. Now we'll get some thinner ones. All right, keep these big ones for later when we want to stoke up the cast iron pot. We can feed in little bits and pieces rather than having to rely on the big ones to take and, you know, take their time. Fire lighters. Okay, we'll light this fire lighter and then we'll start feeding in small little bits and pieces on top of it to start making those embers, and they should start to fall down. So get these little bits over here. There's a lot. Now you don't want to smother it, I guess, because that will end up with the fire going out. It needs oxygen. That's why I like this method, because it brings in the air from the bottom. Really does get things moving. You don't have to worry about the ground being wet or, you know. Okay, so as this fire starts to break down, it's going to start falling through the gaps. So I actually probably want to use some of these more, I guess, flatter pieces to insert into the bottom here just to catch that, and hopefully then it won't fall through right to the bottom. But realistically, you want it to kind of keep falling through and burning on its way down until it ends up on the ground, I guess. Sitting back here enjoying the fire makes me think I need to do this a lot more. I'm someone that just loves being out in nature. I stay in the city and for work, and just, you know, you feel like you get all sort of pent up and anxious from the hustle and bustle. It's almost contagious from the people around you. And I just love coming out into the bush. I've been, you know, not really using the car as much as I should. I've been busy with work, and that's one thing that I've been thinking about with the channel lately, is that the next sort of content really just needs to be me using the car and adventuring. There's not much more that needs to happen to it. I mean, it's a super capable car from stock, but it's nice to get things like the awning, the roof rack. The bull bar for here in Australia is just ideal for if you're heading out west. There's going to be kangaroos and wombats, so you've got that protection. And of course, the back of the car, I just absolutely love working out of it and camping out of it. You know, having the fridge with all my food. I've got food packed full in the moment for tonight's dinner. So the question is, are you guys into that? Do you want to see more of that on my channel? Would you be interested in it? A lot of people say that you shouldn't make a YouTube video over 10 minutes long, but a lot of the people that I watch online that are into hiking and forward driving do 1 hour episodes. And that's something that I watch. I watch a lot of 1 hour episodes. I think a lot of people are changing from maybe the mainstream TV to YouTube. So I don't want to put out content that doesn't get watched. I mean, I would love to just come out here and not have to worry about all the gear for cameras. As much as I do love cameras, that's my job. It is nice to actually disconnect and not have to worry about a camera. But I've got plenty of places to go to. I got my mate down in Canberra. He's got heaps of options down there to go forward driving. You probably know the Curry Cruiser on Instagram, Ruben. He's down in Coffs Harbour in Australia here. He's offered for me to come down and explore the regions with him and go forward driving. Ben from Hunter Valley, or 4am Outdoors, he's offered for me to join him this year on his Cape trip up north. So there's plenty of opportunities for me to capture all this, but you know, I guess my channel in the past has just been about doing up a car. And well, until the new Scorpio comes out, which I'm not calling the facelift one, I'm saying I'd probably upgrade to maybe a Vision S or something like that. I don't think there's going to be huge modifications to this car for a very long time. As I said before, I'd probably just put a table on the back door and just make it a lot more convenient that way, but otherwise, the car's brilliant. I love it. Time for more wood. Okay, fire has brewed down nicely. Time to get these lamb shanks on. I'm not going to go step by step into everything on how to make this, because you can go onto the Super Butcher website and find out yourself how to do this. I'll link it in the description below. But I guess the basics, the usual vegetables, mirepoix, I think they call it, is on the base, which is onion, celery, carrot, and then we, I guess, marinate or base the lamb shanks in some red wine, some tomato paste, and some mustard seeds. So I'll get started. I'll cut up the mirepoix first. Pretty straightforward. Don't forget the oil, otherwise you're going to stick this thing to the bottom. So I think from what they explained, you don't have to be very delicate with cutting these up. You can be quite rough, because it is, after all, just more so a base for this to sit on top of. Although I always like to eat veggies. I think it's, can't have meat without veg, right? So all right, that's pretty rough. That's what they said in the instructions. Okay, lamb shanks. Nice and cold from the fridge in the back of the car here. We've got some crushed garlic, I've got smoky honey mustard, which they actually say Bavarian mustard, but hey, that's what I've got in the fridge at the moment, right? Tomato paste and our lamb shanks. So keep that closed so it gets nice and cool. Oh, I forgot the red wine. So apparently we're meant to mix up first the tomato paste. I'm just going to use it all. I'm going to add a little bit of crushed garlic, as I said. There's a great Australian YouTuber, Jace from All for Adventure. He's got a whole cookbook called About That Much, and that's how I usually like to cook as well. Now, the next step apparently is a little bit of red wine, but first, this wouldn't be cooking unless you poured yourself some first. Got myself a nice Cab Sav here, so that always goes down nice around the campfire. Cheers. Apparently just enough to be able to turn it into a paste. Got here some quality Super Butcher lamb shanks. So the good thing about Super Butchers, they always cryovac everything for you. When you come out to places like this, you can keep it all clean and you don't have to worry about all the critters getting into it. But one little trick they said is to run a knife around the top here. Now apparently that's just because it'll drop down, won't get torn apart. It sort of all falls down in one big chunk and you get all your meat to stain together. And now we baste. Ta-da! Now what do I do with these? So we don't want to waste this sauce. All right, last step. Red wine. Vegetable stock. Put the lid on. I'll put that on the fire. See you in an hour. Okay, while that's cooking away, it's getting cold away from the fire, so I thought I may as well set up my bed. Now, in my previous episode of the 1,000,000 kilometre pickups that Mahindra got me to film while I was down in Hunter Valley, you saw my setup, but I thought I'd run it through with you again. I love a good stretcher, so that's the first part on the ground. It gets me up off the ground so that, you know, all the creepy crawlies, the snakes, although we're in winter time at the moment, the, you know, different animals that are around don't get me. I also find it just comfortable, like being in a sling, it's just a better setup. The dangerous part, do not get the car. Okay, the keen eye will notice that I've actually changed what my setup is. I've mentioned before that I'm going to get into the hiking space, and that means that I've replaced at the moment my mattress in this swag. Usually there's a foam mattress, I think it's 50 mil or something like that, but I've replaced it with a Big Angus inflatable mattress that usually packs down really small for a hiking setup. I've also got this pillow, which is a Cedar Summit Aero pillow. I've tested it at home. So far it's good, but I'll see what it's like in the bush here. And then I got myself a flex towel. Everyone uses flex towel to inflate the mattress. So I'll put some air in this thing, put this pillow, inflate that, and then I'll let you know how I go, because I'm really going to test this out and see if I like this combination, because I really am keen on getting into the hiking space. Okay, so I've got the mattress inflated. It's not as wide as my swag, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I've put it in my sleeping bag with a top sheet or a fitted sheet just to go over the top of it to give it some extra comfort. Blow up this pillow and then I'll go see how dinner is, eh? Easy. Ready for a good night. Okay, with bed set up, it's about time to check how this is going. It's been on now for an hour and 20, I reckon. Look at that. All right. 98 is the perfect temperature. What have we got? 92. 88, all right. This one's a little bit fatter, I guess. 89. But look at that bone separation. That Mr. Super Chef was right. That's what you want to do. Cut that top section. They always take longer than you expect, but 98 degrees on both is a success. So you should smell that. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. Get some of these yummy veggies on here as well. Oh my goodness, the smells on this thing are next level. Let's see if it's cooked. Yes. I don't know if you can see that, but that is perfection. I wish you guys could have smell-o-vision because the red wine, with the meat and the vegetables and the garlic, I can kind of taste the mustard, but the whole combination is just fantastic. Oh yes, look at this chunky morsel of tasty goodness right there. Oh. That's definitely worth the wait. Now, you probably didn't see me prepare these, but I made some potatoes. My favorite way of doing them, now there's a name for it. You slice them open when they go all crispy. Put some oil, some garlic, of course salt. I don't think there's anything better than potato, right? Well, except for meat, I guess. But wow. The only downside to cooking with a cast iron pot is you've got to leave the fire. You can't add any more timber, otherwise you might burn what's in there. Now that it's off, chucked a whole bunch more logs on, got it stoked up again because it's getting cold. Now I can enjoy the beautiful meal with the warmth of a fire. How good. Don't worry, little fella, I haven't forgotten you. Oh, yes. Some more veggies, please. Oh, wow, that's all I can do. I don't like to waste food, but 2 shanks, 2 potatoes, and some veggies is a lot of food. I should have probably shared with my wife, but anyway, sit back, enjoy this beautiful fire. It's nice and warm. The stars are out. And it's just really quietening down right now, so I'll sit back and enjoy this for a bit. Nighty night, I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. What an amazing view out there. Oh. Just start to see the sun rising, but the colours look absolutely stunning. Oh, okay, that sun's definitely up now, but what a fantastic view. Watching those balloons go across the horizon as the sun rose, magical. What a fantastic spot. I had a great night's sleep. The Big Angus sleeping pad worked very, very well in the swag with the stretcher. And pillow, happy with that actually, really happy with that. The only thing I'd probably want to do now is just get a pillowcase for it, just because if you get all sweaty, you can't easily wash this, so you can just chuck a pillowcase in the washing machine. But wow, what a place to wake up to. Speaking of waking up, however, I'm due for a coffee. Let's get that started. Okay, the plan for this morning is coffee first, obviously. I'll probably get that fire going again because I've got some bacon and eggs to cook up on the fire. Really do need to probably find a solution where I can cook on maybe this gas burner or something, but I mean, sitting around the fire in the morning is not terrible. So get this started. But one thing I haven't shared with you is, if you probably remember back in my Brisbane 4x4 episode where I showed you around, I ended up buying one of these Dometic taps. But since then I've got the 10 litre or 11 litre, I think it is, water container. And so far, I was last night cooking with it and it was really nice. So apparently you just push the button on top. You've got two different speeds, shorter speed or slower speed, and then the bigger speed. I mean, the only thing I'd say so far is that I can't tell how much is left in there, but generally, like, fantastic product. Tell me what your water solution is. I'm thinking this will be a great setup. The only thing that may be concerning is on longer trips where maybe 11 litres isn't enough. I did use a fair bit last night washing up my plates and bowls and the cast iron pot, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good addition to this car. Well, I guess that needs a wash. I love my honey in the morning. That's thanks to Mr. Matthew Hayden. For those of you who don't know, the cricketer. For my Indian audience, I'm sure you do know. I was filming at his house one time and he offered me a coffee in the morning, as he does. And he said, Dan, do you want to try it with my honey that I grow here? Or the bees grow here? I said, sure, why not? Ever since then, I've been a honey fan, but a little bit of sweetness in the morning doesn't hurt, right? Rightio. The thing I love about this Camp Chef cast iron pot is the lid ends up being a fry pan. So I can put it on the fire like this and cook my breakfast. So I didn't build too big a fire because I don't want to burn this bacon to smithereens, plus oil that I've got can't really do a high heat, but it's sizzling. That's a good start. Yeah, looking good. Time for some eggs. Try and level this out a bit more. There we go. Egg time. Oh, that's hot. That should not take long. Oh yeah.
some Franken sauce, which is smoky roasted tomato-y barbecue goodness. Better get these off before they burn, but yes. Oh, some tongs would be handy right about now, eh? That's right. As the chefs always say, fingers are designed for burning. Oh yeah. Let's get this one off. Oh yes. Hopefully it's not too hot. That is good. Just like this view, this campsite, the track up here. Everything was amazing on this trip. Really did have a good time. I just love being able to get out into the nature, relax, listen to the nature sounds and the smells. Really does reset you. So make sure you get out there to your local campsite, connect with nature, do a hike, something, just so you can de-stress and get rid of that anxiety of the cities. Thank you so much for joining me. Been fantastic to have you along the way. Once again, let me know in the comments below if you like this sort of content, because happy to do more of it. So I'm going to pack up after this, get down that track and back to it.